happy day. In this video, I want to share with you how to capitalize on the opportunity and how to capitalize and take care of your leads so that you can flow in the right direction. Have you not heard this statement before? My leads don't work. Nobody is picking up. These leads are garbage, okay? This is like caustic, horrible things that you're letting puke into your brain and affect how you take action, okay? I'm going to share with you some tips that will help you capitalize on the opportunity that lead will provide you in your career. But before we get going, jasonfinalexpense.com, I partner, I coach, and oh my goodness, I'm so blessed to serve with some of the most amazing agents on this planet selling Medicare and final expense insurance. If you need help, reach out. But have you not heard this before from other agents, okay? The water cooler talk at your agency or amongst the chat boards where people are like, oh man, my leads are garbage this week, or oh, this is horrible, and these leads don't buy, okay? Let me tell you, I've done insurance a long time, and I have witnessed this firsthand. When I first started off in insurance, okay, doesn't matter if you're, okay, a newbie like what I was when I first started, or if you're a veteran. I had veterans back in the day taking brand new leads, okay, and they would tell them, I'm not interested, I never sent that beep in, don't ever call me again, and they would crumple it up in frustration and throw it in the garbage. The client didn't tell that agent to put them on the do not call list. The client didn't tell that agent anything other than an objection, but the prospect was hard with that agent. That agent got frustrated and threw it away. This lead's garbage, okay? Why are your leads not turning into a converted sale? Well, let me tell you, sometimes it's your mind, okay? So the first tip is your mind right. Are you truly looking at that lead, okay, in the right light, in the right perspective? I would go to that trash can as a brand new agent, okay, that's never sold insurance before. I was like, okay, so that lead's garbage? Like, you don't want it at all. They're like, no, that's garbage, okay? All right, you mind if I give it a whirl later? Sure, that's crap anyway. I would take that crumpled lead, okay, because they were paper back then, not digital format like your auto dialers today. I would take that lead, stretch it back out, and then later on call that sweet person later on that evening. And you know what? I made sales. I made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off the same lead that some other veteran agents treated as disposable, treated as trash, treated it with a mindset that says this person will never buy, they're not interested, this is garbage. And that was a point of frustration for this veteran agent, okay? You've got to come at it with the right mindset when you handle your leads, okay? There's tremendous power, okay, in handling your lead appropriately, all right? When you get a lead and you're like, why isn't anybody buying? Well, first off, understand that a lead, okay, is not a sale. There is a difference. You have to know the key metrics, the steps that need to take place to lead you and the client on the right path. Very similar to a dance, okay? If you lead the dance and you in telesales understand that you are responsible for leading the dance right, okay? But your other partner needs to be following you beautifully. It's amazing when you lead the conversation in the right direction with your consumer over the phone. The finished result is amazing. It really is, because you're giving the client, the prospect at this point, everything they wish, everything they want, everything they desire, and you're making it happen based on what they want. When you give your prospect everything they want and need, you as an agent will get everything in return that you're trying to accomplish. But you've got to come at a lead with the right mind. This person wants something, right? Now, if they sent that lead in, their favorite color was blue, or maybe they sent in a lead card from direct mail and it's got their sweet little return address label on there. I love that so much. No matter what lead source you have, you've got to treat it like the precious, okay, thing that it is. It's nothing more than an opportunity to have a conversation, all right? So just because they say no doesn't mean that really means no, okay? It is sometimes, it looks like an objection, but it's not. When you're highly skilled, highly trained, you realize you can pierce right through the objection it was just a smoke screen if you would just have courage, and I know y'all have courage. If you had courage to push through and were better trained, or maybe just had the courage to just pursue that lead, to have a conversation, to build value, and then hopefully meet their need through a product that maybe you offer, right? So when you get a lead, it's important to not lose hope. It's important to not lose heart when you're handling the consumer, all right? When you get that lead, don't think negatively. You've got to have your mind right, okay? You've got to be on that lead, okay, trying to get a hold of that great person. And when they finally, through an act of God, pick up the phone, you've got to make sure you're using proven power scripts, doing things right, and you're extremely disciplined in how you nurture that relationship, because relationship is big in sales, okay? You got to be coming at it from the right place here, but you've also got to come at it from the right place in the words that you speak and everything that you articulate to bring value to the consumer when that lead picks up the phone. Are you ready? I know you guys are. And if you're an agent that's using that lead face-to-face and you're door knocking, you got to make sure your face is ready when you step up to the door, okay? You cannot come up to that front door and look like you're like, oh, well, I'm prepared for you to tell me no. I might as well just turn tail and go back in my car and stare at my windshield for an hour. Yeah, this is probably going to turn out really bad. If you're acting like Eeyore, okay, in Winnie the Pooh, or if you're like weaned on a dill pickle and your face is horrible, I don't care if you're in the telespace, I don't care if you're face-to-face, you will not get the same level of results with your leads as another agent that's better trained, okay? So when you get your leads, you have to pursue it with only one thought. If you're a face-to-face agent, it's still just an opportunity to have a conversation to bring value to them. That's it. In telesales, if that lead picks up, it's an opportunity to have a conversation to bring value to them, and then bring, okay, the solution into view, and then go solve the problem for them through your life insurance product, okay? Make it perfect. Make it just a thing that is to behold. But when you get a lead, understand it's just an opportunity to meet a need, okay, that they have, but you've got to be willing to go through the no's to get the maybes, okay? Maybe I'll stay on the line and talk to you, okay? And then get the yeses. The yeses will come if you get through the no's. Have courage. You can make this a good thing. When they tell you no, have courage and capitalize on the no's to get to the maybes, to get to the yeses, okay? But understand that a lead for one person, okay, with a poisoned mind, okay, will not treat the lead the same as another agent that, like me as a new agent, took that thing as the precious thing that it was, the valuable thing that that lead was. That's an opportunity to chat with somebody and bring value to their lives, okay? You've got to have your mind right. That lead was the same when I first started in insurance. One agent threw it away. I picked it up and brought value to their lives. Now, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I'm so great. I'm not. I was a brand new agent, okay? I didn't know what I didn't know, but I did know one thing. A lead is a precious opportunity to meet a need when I can finally have a conversation with that consumer, okay? Not everybody's going to tell you no. Insurance is phenomenal, but you've got to understand, if you don't understand how to handle that lead appropriately, you're going to be like that veteran agent that gets frustrated, throws away opportunity that you have to bring value and hope and certainty to that consumer, and also for you and your career. So when the lead happens, get your mind right, but then you can't give up, okay? You've got to have, okay, the law of large numbers on your side. You've got to be doing major steps of action, okay? If you're a face-to-face agent, that means you're going to call a lot. Try to book appointments, okay? To get to sit in the house, to sit on down with the consumer and bring value and sell them a good product, okay? If you're in the telespace, that means you're going to have to call them a lot. And then get them on the phone, bring value, okay? Bring the solution into view, sell them a great product, take good care of them. We don't have windshield time as telesales agents. It's phenomenal. We capitalize on time because we control the very clock that everybody has to stare at in the day. Everybody's got 24 hours in their day. How are you handling the precious gift of the 24 hours that you have been privileged to suck oxygen on this planet and enjoy? You've got the same time that somebody else does. How are you utilizing your clock, your minutes, your seconds that you've been given? It's a gift, okay? When you're doing insurance, okay, make sure you handle that gift appropriately, just like you handle that lead appropriately. High action. There are tremendous strength in numbers and in the laws of averages, but you can't just think about touching your leads. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it again. You have to knock those leads on the doors if you're a face-to-face agent and they're not picking up the phone, okay? You're going to have a lot of doors that don't open. You're going to have a lot of people that aren't home. You're going to be driving around, okay? Just kind of like you're just doing the work. It's not sexy or snappy or glamorous, okay? In telesales, we capitalize on time. We're calling those leads a lot, trying to get them to pick up the phone, but we're not driving aimlessly, okay? We're not wasting time and gas, okay, and all these miles on our car and late nights doing it. We're not. We can define what we do, and we can deliver the goods because we can touch so many more people. Think about a lead in another way. How many people can I touch today? How many people can I reach out and help? How many touches can I have? How many conversations can I have to bring value, okay? So what that lead is to you is nothing but absolute value that you are going to bring and deliver to your consumer, okay? You've got to be action-oriented. Handle that lead. As soon as that lead comes in, pursue the need, okay? You've got to pursue the need that that lead will have, especially if you have a Facebook lead, okay? If you have a Facebook lead, guess what? Depending on the vendor you got, there's good, high-quality, okay, funneled Facebook leads, and then there's like tuna fish variety that they go bad as soon as the client clicks it, okay? Those autofill, auto-populated kind of things, woof. There's a lot of bad lead vendors out there, let me tell you, but it's still no excuse to not deliver the goods and have a conversation no matter what lead you have. Start with a good mind. Start with good actions, okay? Focus on bringing value and certainty to the consumer, but time is of the essence with certain leads, okay? If you've got a shared lead in your office and everybody's like a dog trying to get the same bone, you better giddy up and get on that lead, okay? Because, whoop, your opportunity, that window is closing. Jump through the window, get on that lead, be the first one to meet that need that your client has, okay? The closer that you can get to the sense of urgency with the consumer, the higher your connections will be with the consumer, just like baseball, okay? You got to get close. You got to get on that, okay? Step into it. Don't get back and get lazy. A lot of agents are like, they'll let their leads just stack up, and then that like, oh man, I'm just kind of scared to get on my leads right now. I'm just going to, maybe I'll let them sit there for a little bit and stack up, and then maybe I'll get on those leads maybe in a couple days. Maybe I'm kind of scared right now. I'm going to let those leads, okay, simmer a bit and cool down, and I'm going to handle them next week. And they don't even realize that they're letting, okay, the sense of urgency, which still exists, they're letting it drop a little bit and ultimately making their job even harder. They're compounding, okay, frustration in their lives, and sometimes you don't even know this, okay? When a lead comes in, okay, the closest timetable that you have to get after that lead and call it is what you should be doing. If that lead comes in at 3 in the morning, don't touch it until the morning when you can legally call, but when you can, get a hold of them, make a connection, okay? Make a connection with them as quick as you can, all right? Don't let the grass grow under your feet. When a lead happens, get on it, meet that need with absolute action, okay? Comes in at midnight on a Sunday, 10:30 p.m. on a Sunday, let it hang, and then Monday morning, ta-da, go hit it, okay? High action. Never, never give up on a lead unless they tell you, put me on the do not call list, or unless you know it's a complete shut door and just a waste of your time. Some leads, you know what I'm saying, there's just nothing that can be done to bring value. They're kind of those, certain people are chronic, okay, cinderin of leads, for lack of a more eloquent way to say it. If you've been in this industry long enough, you know what I'm talking about. Some people will send in 10 million leads just because they're lonely and need a chat with you. You know what I'm talking about here. Use your gut, okay? But when that lead comes in, have a good mind and make sure you're using good methods. Have you been trained on how to handle that lead. If you're doing outbound insurance specifically, or even appointment setting, do you understand the right metrics? Do you understand the rhythms of the call? Do you understand the frequency of your calling volume to get the consumer, hopefully, to pick up and have a conversation with you? Whether it's to set an appointment if you're face-to-face, or if it's to have a conversation and close the business right over the phone and bring value to your consumer. It's a better way to meet a need. Sold 2 policies this morning, all by phone. Okay, it was done in a very brief period of time while I was having my coffee this morning in my office. It's amazing what we can accomplish, okay? If I was driving as a face-to-face agent, I would have lost time. It would have taken me a lot longer to drive there, and then, let me tell you, same result, but telesales is the way to go. I adore it. But understand, don't be a crumpler, okay? Don't crumple up your career. Don't crumple up your lead. Don't crumple up your dreams and hopes. You can make a great way in insurance, but you've got to get your mind right, understand what a lead is, and understand what a lead is not also. That's important. A lead is not a sale. Sometimes brand new agents think, hey, I called this person and they didn't just like say, sell me a policy. I called this person and they didn't like immediately say, I want to buy insurance. I called, okay, this consumer, this prospect, and they told me to go somewhere and it wasn't heaven. Okay, let me tell you, that's going to take place. Understand that when you're calling a lead, it's all about understanding what they were thinking when they sent the card in, when they filled the lead out online, okay? Or maybe they called you. Maybe you bought an inbound lead. Some of my agents use inbound TV leads. They're phenomenal because you get the client when they're thinking about the problem, calling you instead of you having to build the urgency, which is not that hard when you've been appropriately trained. But you've got to understand when you call a consumer, when you call a potential, okay, prospect, your client has, okay, they've got an itch somewhere. Maybe it's burial, maybe it's a mortgage protection, maybe it's legacy, okay, that they're trying to preserve. Maybe they're trying to pay for their kids' college through life insurance. You got to know where they have the itch before you start scratching, okay? You've got to get under the hood of why, okay, they have reached out to you. They've only reached out. A lead is them saying, hey, I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out. You've got to be trained enough to know how to take that hand and shake it. Bring value. Bring love and strength and certainty to them. When you understand that a lead is nothing more than an opportunity to talk to these great people, and then once you get them talking, okay, find out about what they care about, what they want to do, okay, bring that policy in line, find out, okay, everything that they want you to do for them. And when you do that, you're going to have, okay, higher closing ratios. You're going to be one of those agents that's like, whoa, that agent threw that lead away. That's awesome. Pile of gold. Let's go. Okay? When you see a lead, you're like, pile of gold. Okay? You're not like, oh, pile of dirt. Okay? Is your glass half empty? Is your glass half full? When you look at your leads, look at it as a pile of gold, a pile of opportunity, not a pile of dirt that you're just bummed out about getting your hands dirty in. Okay? None of us are too good to get after an old lead. None of us are too good to have a good conversation with someone on an older lead. That's fine. I've had old tuna fish leads that were 3 years old that I've made great sales from. I've had leads that were years old, that I've closed over the phone because guess what? I looked at it like the opportunity that it truly was. Okay, I didn't look at it as, oh, this is going to be horrible, and no, it's not fun. Okay, anyone that tells you it's fun to call really old leads is lying to your face. I'm not saying it's fun, okay? But let me tell you, if you want to make it, you will find a way. You're going to be focused, okay, on helping the consumer. So by the act of God that it is, when they pick up that phone and actually like say, hello, be ready to engage them, okay? Bring value to them when they do. Calling an age lead, let me tell you, you are doing a lot more work to have the conversation that it is, but don't be ashamed of starting somewhere. Don't be afraid of using old leads, okay, when you start up. Don't be afraid of using a lead that you can afford to get into the industry. I'm proud of you. Keep after it, but get yourself into a higher intent lead, okay? Get into a good exclusive lead that you can bring more value, okay, to the consumer with. You can have more conversations, more importantly, okay? And it's going to make your time more profitable. A new lead and an old lead, let me tell you, they're still a lead, all right? But a new lead is fresher. It's easier to sell, but the sales process is always the same, okay? You don't treat an old lead any different than you would treat a brand new lead. Treat it like gold, and you as an insurance agent will be going in the right direction. It's important that you're always going, always pursuing, okay, the lead. When a lead comes in, always be pursuing it. Always, always, always. Go every day and door knock. Go, if you're a face-to-face agent, okay? That's not as efficient to do business. I'm just saying, I've done both. I do know firsthand, okay? But in telesales, go, go, go. Get on that phone, okay? The time that you need to be working is now, not tomorrow, now. Get on that phone, pursue it for what it is. Have that conversation. Understand your key metrics on how many times you should call a lead in the course of a day. Understand, okay, what you need to say. Be sharp so that when they do pick up, you're prepared, okay, to bring value to them. I hope this helps you, but don't ever look at a lead as garbage, okay? Don't ever look at a lead as, okay, below us. We look at a lead as gold, okay? It's the ability to shake hands with our consumer and bring value to them. And when you're ready and understand the value proposition, you're now ready to look at the leads as they should be looked upon. They're gold, they're not garbage, okay? You may have to dig through some dirt, but you'll find the gold if you keep your mind right, keep your high action right, where you keep on them, okay? No matter what negativity happens, you will pursue that lead. You will meet that need. When other people look at it differently, they go, nobody buys. Nobody buys. Oh, it's horrible. I may never break even. Oh, this may be horrible. No, no, no. Your mind's wrong. Are you just thinking that things are not going to be good because maybe you're afraid to take action? You must take massive levels of action. There's no substitute for this, okay? You have a lead? Good. Massive action. Massive action. Massive action will give you the best chance for massive results in helping you as an agent deliver, okay, massive levels of value to your consumer. This is about them, the greatest generation on the planet. Reach out, okay, to these great people. Understand 11,000 people are turning 65 every day. Do you know how much opportunity that is? It's a well that is not going to run dry. Okay? You're never going to run out of leads. You're never going to run out of opportunity to have lots of conversations. Have courage. Stay strong. Keep on your leads. Get your mind right. Heavy action. Don't listen to the naysayers, because you're going somewhere. And where you're going is the path of success. I hope this helps you. If you need help, reach out. I appreciate you watching. But never listen to anybody that says this lead is garbage. Nobody buys using leads anymore. Let me tell you, when you get your mind right, you understand a lead is what it is. It's just a conversation. It'll take the stress off, and it'll get you in the right place. Have a good one, you guys. Have a great day. Have an even better day tomorrow. Scale up and skill up, and you will stay and be successful in this space. Thanks, you guys.